So I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana today, and for another day, visiting my in-laws. So it's that time of the year where I'm still searching for health care for my family, because the health care that I've had for this past year is leaving the marketplace, and I don't have health care through my company. So I've been looking and searching and trying to find, something that works and is affordable and covers the doctors that we visit, and it's basically impossible. We did try to get healthcare through Space-Time, but the rates were started at $1,500 and went up to $3,000, which is crazy. So I was whittling it down to some plans on the marketplace that were affordable and did some of the things that we needed, but not some others. And just none of them would work for all of the things that we needed to cover. So the main things we needed to cover are, one, a pediatrician for Nathan. And the other is for Haley, because she's pregnant. But because she's pregnant, that's considered a pre-existing condition, so we're very limited on what we can put her on. We can only put her on marketplace plans. And that threw a monkey wrench in the plan, because I started talking with other people and decided to get to consider Medi-Share, which is a Christian medical sharing insurance type plan. It's not technically health insurance, but it covers the requirements of health insurance. And it's really affordable, and Nathan's pediatrician actually accepts it. But you can't, if you're already pregnant before you join, then that pregnancy, birth, and any complications are not covered. So the whole time I'm trying to find the magic bullet to cover basically just Nathan's pediatrician and Haley's pregnancy and doctor. And there is no magic bullet. And I think part of the reason why it took so long for me to figure out a solution to this problem is because, kind of like the old saying of, let's kill two birds with one stone. As a problem solver and designer and developer and user experience dude, you want to do as much work as you can you want to accomplish as much as you can with as little effort as possible. So in my standard thinking, that would be, okay, find a medical plan that covers all your issues. And that just wasn't possible. So last night I was talking with my father-in-law about it. And the more we talked about Medi-Share and finding marketplace health insurance, I was like, you know what the answer is? I want to kill two birds with one stone, but in this case, I can't. The best thing to do is to kill two birds with two stones. And what I mean by that is, Nathan and I can go ahead and get on Medi-Share, which is really cheap. It's about $200 a month for the plan that I chose. That takes care of his pediatrician, and I don't care about my medical stuff. I'm not going to the doctor anymore. And then I'm going to put Haley on the marketplace for a plan that will cover any catastrophic issues with pregnancy. And that'll be about $300 to $400. So that's already less than $700. $700 to $800 is a reasonable amount total. So it wasn't, I guess it should have been more obvious at the beginning. It's a little bit more complicated because I don't want to now have to deal with two different insurance plans, but in the end it makes sense that to do it this way. And it made me think more about the saying of, kill two birds with one stone, which is what, we always play up as the best way. like the goal to shoot for. But that's not necessarily true. It's really, it's not even how many shots you take necessarily. It's, are you shooting for the right bird? So I have 2 birds that I need to kill. It might take 2 shots. It might take 1. In this case, it only takes 2 to get the medical. But you might have other issues or other problems to solve in your business. And it might take 3 or 4 or 5 or more shots to kill that bird. But the most important thing is that you are shooting at the right bird, meaning the correct problem to solve. And it might take different types of stones to kill that bird, or whatever that problem is, because you're not going to be able to kill a turkey with a pebble, but you might be able to kill a pigeon. This is getting a little gruesome really fast. So, I'm starting to, I don't know if I'm going to use that old kill 2 birds with 1 stone saying anymore. It doesn't completely make sense. I might say choose the right stone to kill the bird you want to bag. I'll probably work on that. I'm going to work on that a little bit more, but that's basically the gist of what I'm saying. So pick the right stone, pick the right strategy to solve the problem at hand. And that's it. Bye.